Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Heather here. Today we are going to be doing the month of October favorites. I realize this is coming to you a little bit late, but the reason that I did it on this day, this is the second, it should be when it's going up, is because Halloween fell on the last of the month and I wanted to do one more really quick tutorial for anyone who is looking for last minute Halloween ideas. So here we are doing our favorites, so let's get started. I am going to go in no particular order, but we're going to start off with foundation because that was the first thing I grabbed. I think I've mentioned this in a favorites before, might have even mentioned it as a flop because I expected it to be different, but I have really come to love it, especially this month, and that is the Borjouis Healthy Mix Serum. I picked this up in Canada, and I am in the shade 53, which is light beige, and it is a very good lightweight foundation. I love to pair this with my bareMinerals original foundation as the powder, so I get the full coverage that I'm looking for, but it doesn't feel super cakey because this is really lightweight. So these two things have been my go-to foundation products this month. Every morning when I get dressed and put on my makeup, this is what I use, and I am super impressed. It lasts all throughout the day, and I'm a nanny, so I run around with kids all day long. Love doing it, but I need something that's gonna last. So loving this combination. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is a primer, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I really enjoy this. Honestly, I know that it's probably nothing special, but for some reason it really just hydrates my skin before I put on my foundation and the rest of my makeup, and it makes me feel good. So if you're looking for something that's going to do that, maybe doesn't help with the longevity of your makeup, but something that makes your skin feel really good right before you put on your makeup, I would recommend this highly. I have a little travel size and I've already gone through half of it, as you can probably see, and honestly, most of it I used this month. So I recommend it highly. Pick up the travel size to give it a try, and then if you like it, pick up the full size. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is my concealer, and I have been loving the MAC Prolongware concealer in NW20. That is my shade, and I use this to highlight under the eyes, and honestly, I am super impressed. For a while there, I was really worried that it was going to be too cakey, it was going to be too heavy, and it is a very heavy concealer, but it lasts so much longer than everything else that I have tried. To be fair, I have not tried the Tarte Shape Tape. I do have it, I just haven't tried it yet, hoping to try it next month. But for now, this is my go-to concealer, especially under the eyes, to brighten. A blush that I have been loving, especially coming into fall, is Sleek Cosmetics Pomegranate, and this is what it looks like. It is a super dark blush, but honestly on the skin it just comes out nice and rosy and very fall-esque. This is a terrible swatch, but that's where it is. That's what it looks like. It buffs into the skin super nice, and honestly the Sleek blushes are super inexpensive, and Sleek is now shipping to the US, so I highly recommend checking out some of their blushes. I have a couple that I use during the spring as well, but Pomegranate is my go-to during the fall and winter months. Okay, my go-to brow is the Essence Make Me Brow, and I am in the shade 03 Soft Brownie Brows. This has been such a lifesaver. It is so fast. It is just a little tube like this, and I've heard it compared to the Benefit Gimme Brow, which honestly, if it's the same idea, I think that I would love the Gimme Brow. I've never tried it, so I've just heard that that's kind of a dupe, or this is kind of a dupe for that. Honestly though, I don't think I would go for the Gimme Brow because this was $2. Like, honestly, $2 at the drugstore. I could get it anytime that I want to. It's got a nice wand. The wand looks like this, and it has some fibers in it, so it makes your brows look even fuller. And I finally found a color that works for me. I find that a lot of brow products, for whatever reason, the color, the undertone just seems too red for my brows. So I finally found one that worked for me, so I'm not giving this up for anything. I highly recommend checking it out. I know that they have at least 3 shades. I think they probably have more, but I only saw 3 at my drugstore. So check it out online or in drugstores. I know they sell Essence at Ulta also, and I've seen it at Fred Meyer. I think they have a stand in Rite Aid, but don't quote me on that, or Walgreens, one of the 2. But you should definitely check it out, give it a try, and let me know what you think. Alright, my next makeup products are Jumbo Eye Crayons. For especially this month, I have used so much of these, I cannot even explain. The NYC one is supposed to be a waterproof, long-lasting. Frankly, I am not as impressed as the one from NYX, but they both work in a pinch. NYC works just fine. But I really love the NYX one, the Jumbo Eye Crayons. They're super amazing, especially for the month of October, because it's so easy to do different Halloween looks with these. You can use it to shade, you can use it to do detail, you can use it to fill your whole face in, as I did in the skull makeup that I did. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for something that can do a lot of different things, check out the Jumbo Eye Crayons, especially from NYX. I can't say that I wouldn't recommend NYC, because I couldn't find the white one in NYX, and this works well enough, but it is a little more streaky, a little harder to work with. So if you're willing to put in the effort, this is a great one as well. But these 2 have been my lifesavers this month. And the last makeup thing that I have a couple of skincare, a couple of brush things to go through this month as well. But the last makeup thing that I have is the Morphe palette 35D. This is what it looks like. I love this palette. It has your purples, and some blues in this row. There's some greens in this row. And look at the bottom. It is a bunch of different grays and blacks. And for the month of October, when I'm doing all different kinds of Halloween makeup, I need all of those varieties. So this palette has been a lifesaver. I know another palette that I'm interested in picking up is one of the more colorful ones, because I think between the colorful one and this one, you would have everything you need in your kit to do Halloween makeup. Okay, moving on to the brush cleaner. This is the Sephora Color Switch with Vera Mona, and it looks like this. It comes in a little tin, the top pops off, and then it has this like sponge in here, and it's very coarse, which actually is why it removes the makeup from your brushes so easily. I was very skeptical, but I wanted to give this a try, and I have been so impressed. And on to skincare. I have 2 skincare items for you. The first one is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Milk. I chose to go with the milk because the balm left a really oily residue, and I am already oily, so I just don't like that feeling on my skin. But this works wonders. I have used up probably about this much since I've gotten it, so it does go kind of quickly, but it is totally worth it. It removes everything. I go back in with a makeup wipe or to wash my face, and there's nothing left. So I highly recommend checking this out if you are looking for a way to take your makeup off. And the last thing I have to share with you is a moisturizer. It's from Tarte. I only have the little itty bitty size. This is their travel or deluxe sample, but it is the Tarte Drink of H2O. I'm gonna be honest, I picked up a kit, and I have the kit around here somewhere, but the kit had one of these, a little bit of their cleanser, and a little bit of their spray. And I tried the spray, fell in love, bought the full, like the big size right away. I tried their cleanser, was like, yeah, this is really good, but I think I have stuff that works. I actually just picked it up, it's on its way, I can't wait to use it. This guy, I really didn't want to like, because it is, the full size is $39, which to me skincare is definitely the place you want to invest your money. However, I like to play with things and I like to share things with you guys. So if I can avoid spending that money on the skincare, then I will. So when Sephora came out with the little deluxe samples and they were your point perks, I picked up 2 of them. I also just picked up the new Tarte kit that has the lip scrub and the facial scrub and this, and I think the cleanser in it. And that is also on its way. So now I have 4 of these little containers sitting around, and honestly, I'm not sorry. Not sorry one bit. As you can see, it's a gel, and the gel just, it smells good. Like, I love the smell of this, and so, like, this will go so far. You do not need a lot. I literally dip my finger in and get like a little dollop on my finger twice, and it covers my whole face. So I highly recommend checking it out. Check it out. Check out the Sephora perks if you want to give it a try, or maybe pick up one of those kits. I highly recommend it. And that is everything for my favorites in the month of October. I know I kind of blew through it really quickly. I am going out of town, so I have to pre-film a couple more videos today. So I apologize if this was a little quick or I was talking really fast, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. Just so you are aware, my end screen now is clickable on your phone as well, so make sure to check that out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!